Hey guys, yes, we have made it to the day that so many in Southwest Louisiana have waited for. The day that we find out if Singer's very own Gythe Rigdon will take home the Voice title. As you can see behind me, that water is just continuing to rise and it really has no place to go. Of course, we are still here at the Lake Charles Civic Center awaiting the president's arrival. As you can see behind me, the momentum is gaining steam. Everybody's waiting for the president. But of course, in that meantime, during the breaks, we've been able to talk to a lot of people here, just kind of seeing what's of prime importance for them. What are they hoping to hear from the president? And I spoke to Gythe earlier today, and he basically said there just aren't any words to sum up all the emotions that he's feeling right now in light of tonight's finale. As development continues here at the Lacassine Industrial Rail Park, officials say it's sure to have a great impact here in Jeff Davis Parish, especially for farmers. But have you ever stopped to realize that these vast learning institutions offer way more than just books? It's tax season, so that means scammers are in full effect. And chances are you may have received a phone call accusing you of tax fraud, or maybe even a voicemail such as this one.
IRS has filed a lawsuit against your name for tax evasion.
And parish officials have made it that much easier by installing these pet cleanup stations at 10 different locations all around Prairie Lake Park. With heavy rainfall over the past 2 days, it's left anywhere between 3 to 5 inches of rain running into local lakes and rivers. A female homeowner stabbed on her own back porch, and police are searching for the man behind the attack. As Robin Richardson reports, neighbors in Sulphur say this kind of crime simply doesn't happen. Thanks for joining us for Live at 5. Major flooding in southeast Texas and southwest Louisiana has seen some heavy rainfall today. Here standing by with Chief Meteorologist Wade Hampton. And Wade, how's the weather looking right now?
Well, the worst is over.
And Popeyes is already taking a dig at them relaunching the sandwich on a Sunday when Chick-fil-A is closed. Pete, pete, pete.
I have to say, I am Team Popeyes.
See, I haven't tried it. So hopefully this time I'll actually get a chance
She has to. It's a good sandwich, I have to say.
You sit on your porch at night, they got raccoon, all that because of this. Look at it. It's depressing.
Jennings residents that live near Penny and Ziegler Streets, for example, have seen abandoned properties for years.
Just think how it's going to be in a couple more years. After we die, my grandmother and them didn't see beautified enough.
This week, the city is taking action on a project that Mayor Henry Gwynn says has been in the works for quite some time.
I can remember being 7, 8 years old and riding my bicycle up and down these streets. The same homes then were blighted. Now, as mayor, we have the opportunity to come in and change that. We have the opportunity to decrease the city's liability. We have the opportunity to come in and enhance our parks.
Most of the proposed properties have been abandoned as a result of unpaid taxes. Gwynn says the city has budgeted close to $50,000 to demolish the first batch of nearly 100 abandoned homes and lots across Jennings, something he considers as an investment in the future.
Our goal is to increase the quality of life by cleaning up our neighborhoods, by enhancing our parks, by keeping our tax rates at low affordable levels.
And most residents are in agreement with the tear down. However, one Jennings native feels that redevelopment after the lots are cleared should be a prime focus for city officials and taxpayers.
Well, I figure they tearing down these old houses. It's all good. It's all good, but it is to benefit the people that have low income.
Gwynn hopes that by replenishing and making the area presentable, it will drive more people to call Jennings a place of residence.
And that's when I heard the shots, and I look at my little brother and I'm like, man, that sounds like gunshot, and it sounds like it's closed.
Charles Richard says he heard the gunshots that took the life of 27-year-old Quentin Coleman.
He never was a violent person to me. I know he was going through some issues, but I ain't never think nobody need to do that with him.
Lake Charles police investigators have identified 27-year-old Dante Robinson as the suspect in Saturday's shooting. He faces a second-degree murder charge with bond set at $1 million.
And he was shooting from over the hood. So as soon as he got back in his car, I went over there, and that's when I seen that boy.
Although it's still unclear what led to the shooting, residents in the neighborhood say the area has changed over the years.
I've been in my home like 45 years, and the way it makes me feel is like, you know, you're not safe nowhere. You know, with everything else going on in this country.
Richard says he knew the victim and made the call to police when he saw what happened.
If they can get away with it one time, trust me, they're going to do it again. Next time, it might be in your family.
He hopes this latest incident will serve as an example for all young people to think about the consequences before pulling the trigger.
Kids need to know how much pain, whether you the one doing the shooting or you one that get shot, no matter what color they are. Take the good and you leave the bad.
We seen the car coming down the interstate with like 20, 30 cop cars behind them. The whole driver's side was busted. The tires were shot out. He was driving on the rim.
Witnesses were shocked to see this scene play out on Interstate 10. State police tell 7 News they received a be on the lookout call for the driver of this silver Cadillac just before 10 a.m. The driver believed to be a person of interest in a shooting that claimed the life of a 37-year-old woman Monday morning in Franklin, Louisiana.
Right now, we're not going to release the name. I did speak with one of the detective or the person that's in charge of the homicide case in Franklin, Louisiana, Franklin PD, and they said they aren't releasing that name at this time.
That chase involving 2 separate vehicles led police through multiple parishes before an hours-long standoff which ended between Welsh and Lacassine. The standoff prompted officials to shut down a busy highway in the midst of holiday traffic.
Now we've been stuck in traffic for a good 3 hours. It's crazy, especially when you have 2 girls in the car and they have to go to the bathroom. And
At least an hour, yeah. And that includes stops, driving around, going in circles, taking service road, taking other little dirt roads, and you just can't. They have everything blocked off. It's very frustrating, which I'm sure everyone else is frustrated too.
After a 3 hours long standoff, our cameras captured this arrest. In all, 2 persons of interest in that homicide were taken into custody. You at home may have seen the video, or you may have been one of millions to share it on social media. Nevertheless, it sparked a much-needed conversation.
I happened to get the video of the girl at the red light with the guy in the truck put on side her and calls her a
cell phone video that has been viewed more than 3 million times shows an enraged driver shouting a slur at a young black female. We've since reached out to the young lady in the video, but she declined to interview with us for fear of her safety. However, we did reach out to local law enforcement to see if the incident constitutes a crime.
I don't know why he went to this level of anger, of using racial comments, but regardless, it's inappropriate in just about every fashion imaginable. But unfortunately, it's not illegal.
Although Sheriff Tony Mancuso says no criminal offense was committed, in cases like these, there are consequences, which in some cases result in loss of employment. After sitting down with licensed counselor Jackie Barassa, she says there's a bigger issue that needs to be addressed in our community.
We support each other from a humanistic perspective. We learn compassion, and it's not so easily done in the climate of Lake Charles, especially.
She says education plays a vital role, and that starts at a young age, not only in the home, but in the school system. Overall, residents like Nathaniel Sapp feel that the incident serves as a prime example for change. Change he feels should start right here at home.
I ain't God, but it ain't cool. It ain't cool, and we ain't getting nowhere. Everybody trying to impeach somebody or do this right here. No, we got to come together. We got to come together or do something different.
At your service, Ashley Joseph, KPLC 7 News.